the New England Patriots are going to be in their seventh straight AFC conference game. Obviously, that is a great feat. But they're going to be facing a challenging opponent in the Jacksonville Jaguars, or at least I think it's going to be a challenging game for them. Simply because I think the Jaguars just simply have the personnel to beat the New England Patriots. Obviously, they're a team that have man defense, and obviously, even though they have Blake Bortles on the other side of the ball, Mark Sanchez, Joe Flacco, Eli Manning, and even Jake Plummer, if you want to go old school, have gotten the best out of the Patriots. But there is still, obviously, the Patriots can easily still win this game, and obviously with their recent success over the past 2 decades, I think that's pretty self-evident. Now, when you talk about gameplay right here, I'm going to focus on the defense because obviously defense seems to be their weak link of this team or the weaker side of their team. So when it comes to this at all, the Jacksonville Jaguars definitely do have a stellar O-line, or they definitely have quality O-line play. And when it comes to it all, when you look at how the Patriots performed last week against Tennessee, I think they can definitely handle the Jacksonville Jaguars O-line or the running attack. I mean, when you have James Harrison right there, James Harrison, he might be old, but heck, he can still set the edge here and there. And obviously, Butler looks like Adam Butler, not Malcolm Butler. Adam Butler looks like he's a player right here. Malcolm Brown, obviously, we've seen what Al Branch can do and whatnot. But they got some good run stuffers on the D-line. And also, when it comes to their linebacking core, yeah, they don't have their big playmaker in Dante Hightower. However, they do have David Ayers, who has played in some big games here and there. And obviously, he's a tackler. So obviously, they can handle the running game. So obviously you would just focus on that and maybe force Bortles to throw it. Now, when you force Bortles to throw it, intercept the ball. The one thing about the Patriots defense that's definitely has been a theme for at least the past 2 seasons is their lack of interceptions. They lost their interception leader last year, Logan Ryan, who left in free agency with the Tennessee Titans. And obviously they went after Stephon Gilmore, who I believe only has like 2 interceptions a year. Maybe he has 3, but it's probably only 2. And Devin McCourty, for a guy who has good hands, he has 0 interceptions. And Ron Harmon, I think he might have like 2 or 3. And Butler might have like 3 or something. But either way, the interception total is not stellar right there. But when it comes to the Patriots, they can clearly, their cornerbacks, their defensive backs can clearly catch the ball. Intercept the ball right here. Now, it's not all about the turnover battle when it comes to New England Patriots, but I feel like this is a game. Take advantage of Blake Bortles' inaccuracies. Take advantage of his bad decision making. Like, please do. If you're Bill Belichick, definitely think about getting a 3 interception game because I feel like some of those times when you face like Eli Manning in some of those big games, you didn't really have a great touchdown interception. Same thing with Joe Flacco. Those quarterbacks ate you alive out there. Don't let Blake Bortles do that. And obviously, if you shut down the run game and make Blake Bortles throw it, I think you're going to have a good chance of winning right here. Now, when it comes to the offensive side of the ball, I definitely think that you kind of don't make Brady play too aggressively. Obviously, this team has a great pass defense. It's the best pass defense in the NFL. And when it comes to this and all, that pass rush is freaking good. You don't want Brady getting injured, who already has some sort of hand injury. And obviously their personnel, like Jalen Ramsey can match up against Gronkowski, AJ Boye can match up against Amendola, but just play a more game where you're just using your running backs a little bit more. Just use your running backs like Dion Lewis. Give him the ball. He's a playmaker. Give it to James White. He can play well in big games. Proof of that is the Super Bowl of last year. Some people thought he should have won the Super Bowl MVP. So just to put this all in perspective, use the running backs, and then obviously they're going to go after Amendola, then they're going to go after Gronk, but get Brandon Cooks going early. Make it so that Jalen Ramsey goes on Cooks, and then Gronk has Barry Church to deal with and Deshaun Gibson, and I'm pretty sure Gronk can handle those guys easily. I mean, he could handle a Bird last year, or Byard, I forget his name. I forget that safety's name, even though he's a great safety and all of that, but obviously, Gronk still had a stellar game. And I definitely think that Gronk can also have a good game just by blocking. Obviously, the Patriots tight ends are quality blockers. Gronkowski can block. Dwayne Allen, he might be a little bit quiet, but the man can still block. And when it comes to this and all, I think if you have Dion Lewis right there, I think you can run over. I think you can exploit them through running backs. I just don't see the Jaguars super talented defense, plays with a lot of intensity. they're just not smart. I don't think they're a very smart defense, to be honest. But they're talented to their benefit and all that. But they're definitely not on the bright side. I think you want to outsmart this defense a little bit. And I think if you can, I think it's going to be, if you put Blake Bortles, he has to score like 14 points in the fourth quarter to win this game. That's sayonara right there. And then even to dab a little bit on special teams, I think it's worth it that try to get a return touchdown here and there. Dion Lewis has gotten a return touchdown this year, and he's had some other long returns also. So I obviously have Dion Lewis right there. And also for punt return, maybe I know Amendola's out there just to be the security blanket kind of return man, but maybe you want to put Dion Lewis out there as punt return or something like that. Or maybe you want to get a knack at like Devin McCourty. Just do something fancy. Maybe even on special teams, what I would do is I would probably put like what they did with Knox and Hester back in the day, where you have one return man and the other return man's kind of acting. He's like, no, I'm going to catch the ball. He ends up not catching it. The other guy's on the entire other side of the field catches it and then returns it. Kind of screw up the defense a little bit. I think that's definitely something that I think if I'm the Patriots, I would try. And it's a championship game. It's playoff time. This is when you just pull the card out of your sleeve. Obviously, I don't have a sleeve right now, so no cards. Sorry for the excitement, but that's something I would do on special teams. But let me guys what you know. I've also made a video on how the Jaguars can win the football game tomorrow against the AFC Conference team. Just click in the link in the description if you're interested. And obviously, this game can either go every way. Comment down below what you think. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.